Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Carol and the name of my channel is My Blessed Nest. I am super excited to participate in a challenge today. It's called the Show Off Your Bunker Challenge, and it's hosted by the Antique Nomad. I was on a live with Stephanie over at Thrifting Adventures a couple days ago, and I found out about this challenge and I thought it's right up my alley. This would be so much fun. So what we are supposed to do is show you around our house or our bunker and show you some of the thrifted, antiques, or garage sale finds, whatever we want, our favorite items. And the only rule is it has to be something that you didn't buy new. So like I said, that's right up my alley. So I'm not sure how much stuff I'll get to show you because my whole house is filled with thrifted items. So I'll just start filming and show you some of my favorites. Now, if there's something I don't mention because I'm trying to keep the video moving, you can always ask me in the comments and I'll be glad to tell you about my items. So let's get started. We're starting in my grandkids' bedroom here, and I have some vintage toys. I love vintage toys. I found some Tinker toys. This is a favorite garage sale find. I got it for $1, and boy, the grandkids have used and used it. They love it. I also found some vintage Lincoln logs, and one of my subscribers actually sent me the carton to keep them in. Down in the little clubhouse here that my husband and I built out of cardboard for the kids to play in, I believe this is a Melissa and Doug basket with wooden food. I got that at the Goodwill. Here is a favorite bins find, this adorable little lawn chair for kids. I love the colors on that. And then I thrifted this vintage chalkboard. I thought the grandkids would get a kick out of drawing on that. This is how I used one of my favorite milk glass little containers. I put the chalk and eraser in that. And then I use baskets all throughout my house, and this was gifted to me years ago with flowers. So I have that to put the excess Lincoln logs in, the big pieces. This dresser was my husband's growing up, and I painted it, gave that a little makeover. I thrifted the Mickey Mouse toy. I got that little smiley mug for $1, and then I thrifted the wooden elephant, and this train was gifted to us. This mirror is one of my favorite rummage sale finds for $2. It's just gorgeous. I recently found this Pinocchio toy for $5 at an antique store. He bends and is posable. I just adore him. The same rummage sale I got the mirror at, I got this clock for $2. And then this globe is another favorite. I can't remember how much I found it for, but it was at a like a Goodwill type store. Very reasonable. This old school desk belonged to me as a child. My parents refinished it for me. Over the back of the desk chair is one of my favorite thrifted wool blankets. And I got this little toy for around 50 cents or $1 at a garage sale. The kids love to sit there and draw. This nightstand was my mother-in-law's, and I received that from her. There's a clock there I thrifted, and that car was my mother-in-law's as well. My dad gave me this amazing old radio. And then there's the rest of my collection of thrifted blankets. My mom found this blanket at a garage sale for $1 to make one of my grandsons feel right at home if he ever forgets his favorite blanket. I picked up this trunk years ago when I was thrifting, and I've always been so happy that I bought it. I just think it looks so cool at the foot of the bed here. I love finding thrifted toys for my grandkids, and this whole basket is full of them. They can't wait when they come to see if I've got anything new. I found this mirror at a garage sale for $2, but it was an ugly green, so I painted it. This shelf came from a garage sale and it was raw wood, and I paid $5 for it, so I just gave it a nice coat of white paint. This chest was my grandma's, and it was cedar. It is cedar. I painted it white to update it, and the inside, of course, is still cedar. And then this truck was a garage sale find from great-grandma to our grandkids, and they've gotten so much playtime out of that. This lovely mirror was my mother-in-law's. Moving into our main bathroom, I have a couple items to show you. I got this decanter for $3 at a Goodwill, and I just put my mouthwash in there, and I just love it. And then this little potted lavender plant was $1 at a rummage sale, and it's been a favorite. This is our master bedroom, and right here is one of my favorite collections of all time. I've collected each and every one of these old clocks. I've thrifted, I've garage saled, I've estate saled. I've gathered them from all over, and I just adore them. The one in the middle is from Kirkland's. It is not old, but there's 5 clocks on each side, and they're my favorite ones. The gold-cased one is actually a travel alarm, and that was my newest acquisition. These pillowcases were my mother's, and they're old, and she gifted them to me, and I am crazy about them. Another one of my old clocks and a garage sale lamp that I love I got for $5. This old case I thrifted, and then this bird cage was gifted to me from my mother-in-law. My mom gave me this beautiful mirror. She used to have it on her dresser with all her perfume bottles, and one day she got tired of dusting it. I found this gorgeous tray at a flea market years and years ago. I think I paid around $10 for it. I just couldn't leave without it. It looks like it's a framed tapestry of some sort. Did I mention I love baskets? I found both of these thrifting. I guess there's 3. I forgot about the wastebasket. I got that at a Goodwill for around $1. A couple bucks for each of the baskets there beside my chair. This basket was my mother-in-law's, and it's a Longaberger basket, and it's huge. Going down the steps here, I want to show you a favorite little area. I found this bunny at a Goodwill for $3 in all his flocked goodness. He is so adorable. And then this mirror I found in my mother-in-law's garage, and I gave it a little makeover. And it's all sitting on this wooden piece that I got at a flea market for $10, and that's where I keep some of my cookbooks. Moving into my front entrance, I found this mirror when I was thrifting, and it's gold. I thought maybe I would paint it, but I kind of like it that color. I don't have anything else like that. And then here in the corner, I thrifted this chair years ago. Somebody had hand painted it. It's a nice little spot to sit down and put your shoes on. And then I just found this simple old cane at a flea market, and it spoke to me. Moving into our living room, I want to show you this table. It's a favorite of mine. I bought it when my grandma and grandpa were moved into a rest home. and I believe I paid $40 for it. This is our coffee table I found at the Restore, and I had a discount coupon from donating items, and I ended up getting it for a little bit under $70. I just love it. This wooden armoire was given to me by a friend when they got something new. And one of my favorite thrifted items there is my globe and that suitcase. This frame was given to me by my parents, and I ordered the map off of Amazon for very cheap. It's like an $80 frame at the store, so I was glad to get that for free. And I thrifted this basket. Actually, I got it at a garage sale, I think for $5. And this little stool was my mother-in-law's. Isn't it adorable? This rug was gifted to us by the same friend that gave us the armoire, and I was looking for a rug for our living room, and it just came at the right time. Just about everything here was thrifted. The little table was thrifted for $4. The green tray that's sitting on top was thrifted for $1. This little basket I got years ago, and it's got a little tag inside that says handmade by Dorothy Taylor's, and it has a address and everything in there. I think it might have been a little purse. Then I also thrifted this little milk glass bowl with hearts around the edge. And this is a bunch of thrifted stuff too. The little antique rattle I got for $10 recently. And this sprinkling can was actually my grandma and grandpa's. They used it to water their flowers every day. And this little picnic basket was gifted to me by a friend. The Pepsi crate was my mother-in-law's. Up here on the mantle, it's practically all thrifted. All the candlesticks are thrifted or gifted. The little figurine, the mirror, the wreath. The milk glass was my mother's. And the last candlestick was my mother-in-law's. This basket is a Longaberger, and it was gifted to me. And the chair was my mother-in-law's. This tablecloth is definitely a favorite estate sale find for $1, and it fits my table perfectly. And then the little wooden tray in the center, I thrifted that years ago, and we just use that for our everyday table setup there. My hutch is filled with thrifted and gifted items. I really prefer old over new. So there's maybe the 2 plates on the top there, the Fiesta plates, those are new. And I think everything else is thrifted, old, and gifted. I did buy the Longaberger basket, but it's old now. And I did buy those glasses new. There's another clock there. Yep, everything else is old. I found this little plate rail shelf for $1 at a garage sale, and I thrifted the little copper pot and the salt and pepper shakers. Most of the things here are thrifted as well. Some more thrifted clocks, thrifted figurines, and then my 2-tiered tray is thrifted. That was a wonderful find. And just about everything on the trays are thrifted. The milk glass cake plate is from my mom. The bread box on the bottom is thrifted. And the unit itself, I got at a flea market for $10 and painted it. And even that silver tray on top was from a flea market. This step stool is one of my favorite finds. I paid up for it. I can't remember how much. It was at an antique store. Here's one of my favorite thermoses. I love the pattern on that. The green depression bowl from my mom, and the scale is from my grandma. The mirror was thrifted. There's a flower frog I just purchased on eBay. And this Longaberger basket I did pay up for years ago. It was not new, but I really wanted it. And then on the bottom there, I don't know what that's called, maybe a cooler, I think. And I bought that at a little shop, and I love it. The last stop today is in my mudroom. I found these adorable little Avon decanters. And there's a clock I thrifted, and some of my thermos collection. This is a Longaberger basket I bought at an antique store. There's a tray I thrifted for my husband's junk, and that Longaberger basket was my mother-in-law's. Some more of my thrifted thermoses, and that sign is from my dad, and some old spice tins. This is a very favorite item. It was my mother-in-law's, and I bought it off of her for $10. It's actually an antique card table. Has anybody ever seen one of these? I hope you enjoyed seeing my home and all of the things that I found that are secondhand that I love so much. And I hope it inspires you to get out and look for some of these type of things that you can use in your home too. Thanks for the invitation, Antique Nomad. And if you haven't checked out his channel, please go over and do that. I will link the playlist below as well as his channel. So this is going to be so much fun. I can't wait to put my feet up and watch the whole playlist. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'll link that below. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, then please check me out. And if I'm a good fit for you, I'd love to have you as part of my YouTube family. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I'm super excited to participate in a challenge. I hope you had fun seeing my bunker.